This is Ralph with 13 Peppers, and in today's video I'm just going to be doing a quick update on my grow area and how my peppers are looking so far. Now I'm actually very happy with the results of my new grow room. Ton more space than what I'm used to. One of the things I've actually ran into, which I wasn't expecting, is because now I can control the temperature in my grow area, the lighting, everything going on, the plants are growing at such a faster rate than what I have had in the past. So space is starting to become more of a problem, where here soon, probably in the next couple of days, I'm gonna have to expand out with another table, put a couple lights in a couple more areas down here so I can give the plants a little bit more room. Not that big of a deal, just a little bit of a change I gotta do. So next year, I'm gonna kind of change things around. The other thing I'm gonna do that I have found out with my grow areas and all my everything sitting against the back walls is airflow. I have two different fans that are down here blowing different areas. So you walk down here, you can feel a breeze, but since some of these things are against like a back corner, like I have back here, it does not get the airflow and everything that I expected. So like for example, got an ahi pineapple. As you can tell, this thing is just shot up here, and this is doubled within the last week and a half. But in the soil, which is down here, I got a little bit of the mold and everything on top here, and that's just due to not having the proper airflow back in the corner. Now, what I'm doing to combat that is just sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, I can talk here, on top of the soil, and that acts as a way of getting rid of the mold and growth and everything on here. So it's actually looking a lot better than what it did, because this thing was solid white. So that's actually a good thing there. And that's just due just to airflow and not a big deal. The other thing is too, you can tell on this plant, is with some of the newer lights that I have on one of my bars, they are 6500 lumens, and the top of the leaves, they've actually curled in just from basically, I guess you'd call it like a burn from the light, just too much of the actual light hitting the plant. So I'm gonna have to actually move around the lights just a little bit. This is not gonna be a big deal, because I mean, this plant still, as soon as I stick this outside, this is gonna triple in size. These leaves will be gone and I'll have brand new leaves out there. So I'm not that worried about that at all. So, but it's just something I've kind of ran into this year. Hey, first time problems with the new grow room. So other than that, some of my other plants have actually been doing really well. This is my Apocalypse Scorpions. I got nice dark green foliage on this. These things are growing great. Everything has come out perfect, and I am loving this. So same thing too with a brand new one that I have. And this is the first time I'm growing it this year. This is called a Black Pearl. I have 12 of these currently, and same thing, beautiful foliage, nice thick base. You can see all the other branches and everything coming down here on the base. Beautiful plant. So the other thing that I have noticed different this year is, since now I have a dedicated grow area, the temperature I have is set a lot higher than the rest of the house and where my grow area was in the previous years. So I am going through a lot more water. And in my mind, what I should be on a watering schedule, I come downstairs and come to find out that all my plants have wilted down because they're looking for water. You're able to water them, take them back, it's not that big of a deal. But because of that, like this plant right here, I have lost all the leaves and everything all the way up. Now the good thing is with this is, once I plant this out in the garden, I'm going to plant this a little bit deeper into the ground anyway, and you're going to lose all these little leaves and everything that you have on the bottom when it actually starts expanding the stem and grows up to the 3-4 feet high that this plant would actually go to. So losing leaves and everything at this particular point is not that big of a deal. Still, it's just like a personal thing. It's just like, I'm dropping leaves, but nah, it's not that big of a deal. Now, the last thing I have ran into, which is not a big deal at all, but on some of the plants, because the growth is so fast, it is blocking out the light to some of the other plants that I have. And Unfortunately, with everything I have, I try to check on everything, but I have missed a couple things in the past. And like, for example, my Thai dragons, I have this one right here, which is looking really well and good and stuff. But between the 9 plants I have at this was sitting in the center, not getting any light or anything like that. This was seeded, came up and everything at the same time, but it just wasn't getting the light, so I didn't get the growth or anything. So I've had to move those things around. Not that big of a deal. The bigger one just has roughly about I'm gonna say 2.5 week head start. But once it goes out and everything like that, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I won't notice that here in a couple months anyway. So, but overall, that's what I'm finding in my grow areas. Everything is doing great. The 100+ varieties I am growing this year, I am super excited, and I'll keep you guys updated as I go. I want to thank everybody for watching the channel, and if you like what you've seen here and what I am doing, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out greatly. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at 13 Peppers by Ralph. You can also go to my website, which is 13peppersbyralph.com, and you can follow everything I'm doing there. Other than that, I want to thank you all once again very much, and you have yourself a very good day. So, let's try this again. I'll try this again.